Hello everyone, this is Sang Kim, um, the instructor of EEET 261 Fundamentals of Audio Engineering. I'm glad to meet you. However, unfortunately, I'm not available for this week because I have to attend a conference in different country. So by the time that you're watching this video, I am attending a conference and trying to learn many new technologies and theories in the modern audio world. Um, so I decided to give a brief introduction of this course through this video so that you can understand the basics of this course and prepare some materials and share some idea with about the direction of this course. So I just start this FaceTime to show my face to you. So the next time I meet you, you don't feel uncomfortable about my face. So I'm Sung Young Kim, looks like this. So please welcome me when you meet when you see my face next time. Okay. Anyway, I will start the PowerPoint so that you can see what is going on this course. Okay, here's the PowerPoint slide. And again, the course number is 261 EEET, and the name is Fundamentals of Audio Engineering. And this is for 2014 fourth semester. And my name is Sung Young Kim. And TA, I guess you already met her, but TA is Carrie-Ann Crombie. By the way, let me introduce who am I. I studied computer science, but I didn't like the computer science at all. I didn't like the programming. I didn't like any of computer sciences. Instead, I liked and I still like making good sound or music. I played music for my church when I was young, and that helps me to develop some idea how to generate good sound, how to make a balance among several band members. And that changed my life. I gave up computer science and pursued my career as a recording engineer. I was very lucky that I got a job at the National Broadcasting Company at Korea, and often this is known as a KBS. And now Korean pop song is very famous even here in US. But at the time it wasn't so famous. So I was kind of regret that if I just continue the job, or if I get the job 17 years later or 15 years later, I could have been a producer for Psy and I can get a credit for Gangnam Style. Well, life is always not as you expected or as you want. However, I have no regret. I worked for the great company. I learned a lot of audio engineering and music production skill there. So, just want to let you know that I work for a broadcasting company in Korea. And as you saw, this is me. Again, don't be panicked when you see my face next week. And I worked for that broadcasting company for 5 years as a recording engineers. And I recorded lots of classical music, pop music, radio show, all sort of things. But after working for a company 5 years, I feel like I need more. So I decided to study abroad. Then I went to McGill University in Montreal, Canada. There, I started to learning about classical music production seriously, and to learn about many new technology used for music production and film production and vice versa, and so on and so forth. And this is me about 10 years ago working in some project in McGill Studio. And lucky enough, I was able to continue my study in PhD level. And then I got PhD in music, specialized in music sound recording. Then I got a job in Japan. So I traveled all around the world. First, I studied computer science and worked for the broadcasting company at Seoul, Korea. And then moved to Canada for my higher education and studied 7 years in Canada for master's and PhD. And then moved to Japan for another work. Yamaha, as you may know, Yamaha is a big company for musical instrument, and that company hired me as a research associate. At there, I met great engineers, great people, so many talented musicians, and one of my happiest moments I spent there in Japan. And I worked there another 5 years. So mostly I designed the new signal processing method, and I evaluate the sound quality of the new products, and I did some listening test for critical listening project. For example, they made a new piano, and one of my mission was to listen the piano sound and then evaluate how it is different from other pianos. Things like that. And it was great because almost all employer for Yamaha Corporation, almost of them are musicians, so its working environment was excellent. And as I told you, I developed a new signal processing method for home theater receiver, and then several new receivers is equipped with the technology that I developed there. So if you own Yamaha receivers, maybe my technology is built in. And after working 5 years at Yamaha Corporation, I joined RIT from 2012, and since then I'm teaching music audio related courses. This is the first course in that series, and the second one is actually 361, which is modern audio production, which will be offered in next semester, followed by acoustic theories, EEET 461, and power amplifier design, EEET 561. So if you want to know more about audio technology, you can take those series of courses to know more about topics. And this is the photo that I took almost about 2 years ago. So these kids are my first students, and we were doing some classical music recording at the Island Chapel here in RIT. And as you see, we located lots of microphone around one violin player, and then capturing the sound of violin, and then try to make more convincing violin sound using those microphones. It was a good recording session, and hopefully we have a chance to listen these recordings in the class time of this semester. Anyway, I believe that we will have a chance to go to the chapel again, and then having a recording session like that. So recording is one of big thing for the class activity. Okay, so I can stop talking now about myself. I will not stop talking. I will continue talking. But for now, I will stop talking about myself. I think that's enough. And the new topic is about the course itself. In this course, I will basically teach 3 main topics. One is on-hand practice of a recording and the mixing software called Pro Tools. So the main thing that you will learn is how to use Pro Tools software for basic features. I will not teach very advanced skill or tips for Pro Tools. Rather, I focus on the fundamentals of Pro Tools, how you can use this software to conduct a simple recording or mixing project. So many of part of this course is covered by how to use this software. So after the course, I want you at least to conduct a simple recording and mixing project using this software. And along with this on-hand practice, I will teach many theories related to sound, music, audio, and etc. It may include the top of recent technologies such as Dolby Atmos or wave field synthesis, etc. But it will start from the very fundamentals, the sound waves, sound pressure level, things like that. So I expect you to learn about some theories of sound and music. And the last but the least topic is a critical listening. Okay, you know how to use the software, and you know the lots of theories of music and sound and audio. However, if you cannot listen, those practice and theories is meaningless, completely useless. It's even worse because you have a very good experience, but you have a very good theories, but you apply those theories and practice for wrong directions since you can't hear. That happened a lot through the last couple decades. So I found that training for the listening is really important in the course. So as a team, we will do some critical listening practices. I call this as a technical ear training. Some people call this as a timbre ear training because we are dealing with spectral balance only. well, the precision of name is not important. The more important thing is you are having a you are I mean you will have a time to listen very critically and then have a chance to compare very fine differences of A sound against a B sound. So critical listening is third component. Actually, I will put lots of you know emphasis on the critical listening side, because you go to YouTube and you meet your friends. Maybe there are better teachers who can teach about practices on Pro Tools and some theories on sound and music and audio engineering. However, critical listening is really hard to train, and especially in a systematic ways, it's really hard to learn. So this is unique chance to you can learn about critical listening through this course. And I want to make this component as a fundamentals for this course as well as other following courses. So if you're thinking about long-term progress of taking audio-related courses, I think you have to concentrate on critical listening through this course. This is my suggestion. One thing that you need to prepare is a earphone or headphone. I wrote down you need to bring an earphone and headphone from next class. And I will repeat. You need to bring an earphone or headphone from next class. So from the next class and until the end of semester, you need to bring an earphone or headphone. From last semester, in last or previous semesters, I saw lots of students just forgetting to bring their own earphone and headphones. And basically, without earphone and headphone, you can't do anything. I mean, basically, this is audio classes. If you can listen, there's nothing we can do. So, this is extremely important. You need to bring an earphone or headphone from next time. Remember. Okay? And as I told you, you will not be able to participate in class activity without earphone or phones. And in addition, you need to purchase an adapter if you use an earphone. The adapter looks like this. It connects the normal earphone plug, which is 8-inch connector, and then it extended to quarter-inch, so that you can plug your earphone to the hardware, Pro Tools hardware, which is unboxed. So usually the left side of your computer, there is a blue audio interface, and there is a headphone jack as well. So you need to plug in your earphone into that jack. To do so, you need to have this kind of adapter. If you using an earphone, if you use a regular headphone set, the headphone usually comes with that adapter, or automatically it's just using a quarter-inch cable, so you don't need to worry about it. Again, I'm gonna repeat it. So you need to bring an earphone for next class. Next class means that Thursday, 27th, I believe, or 28th, sorry. Yep, 28th. 28th of Thursday, you need to bring the earphone or headphone and try to purchase this stereo 1/4 inch to 8 inch adapter if you're using an earphone. Okay, the office hour. Office hour is before the class and after the class. So basically from 10 to 11 and 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday, you can meet me and discuss about any topic about music, audio, sound. And Wednesday, 10 to 11 is also office hour. And in order to come to this classroom, you have to apply for access to your card. So carry on. Maybe you can stop this video for now and ask them to type in this address so that they can apply for the lab access altogether. So you may pause the video now until they all complete the applications. Okay, pause now. Okay, I believe now everybody has access to this laboratory. So you can, once it has been approved by the administrator, you can come to this lab and you can use your card to swipe in, and you can use the software that we are learning from now on. The next topic is, I guess, most kind of wanted topic that you want to know: evaluation. So we have 4 tests in total. So I'm going to have 4 tests. And test 1, 2, 3 is a traditional paper-based question and answering test. And test 4 is on-hands test. So you come to here and you read some instruction and you complete that instructions and submit the final sound or audio output to me or through drop folder. So regarding for test 4, I will explain more when the time comes. But basically what we are practicing in class time, you probably have to remember the sequences so that so that you can properly complete your mission for test 4. And another 20% of evaluation is ear training. So every week I ask you to complete some ear training task, and then based on the score of your ear training, your grade will be decided. And attendance is very important for me, so I give a 20% of attendance. And this attendance actually including some mixed presentation during the class. So during the class time, I will ask to present your own mix to other students. And if you miss this chance to present your mix to the other student, you may lose some points for attendances. And I guess you have some question on this attendance, how I grade this attendance specifically. If you have, please endure that question until next week. I'll give you more details when we meet because it's hard to explain everything today. Anyway, the ballpark, percent, as you see, the test is covering 60%, year training is 20%, and attendance is 20%. And your final grade, and believe it or not, RIT is starting new grading system. It has a plus and minus system. So if you are over 93, you get full A, and between 93 and 90, you get A minus, and the B plus, B minus, B and B minus, and C plus, C, C minus, D, and F. Course material is also important. We may use one of three options: Introduction to Sound Recording, Modern Recording Technique, and some white papers and readings from Audio Engineering Society. To get the white paper and readings, your membership is required. And you can get the membership by paying $39. And if you can, write down this website, you can be a member very easily. And I'm strongly here again, I am very strongly recommending you to be a member of AES, because that's where you can find so many jobs as well. Because all audio related company put the job posting in the website, and only member can have access to view the bulletin board of jobs. So paying $39 per year seems like it's a big money. However, what you can get as a return is really big if you get a member. And I will use lots of white papers and readings from Audio Engineering Society. And if you just want to get the white papers and readings, one paper is cost like $20. But if you get a member, you can get almost all papers as a free. So I highly recommend to be a member of AES. And let me explain more about this course materials next week, because I need to have some vote which book or which direction that you want for as a course materials. If you want to purchase hard copy book like a Modern Recording Techniques, probably, or if you want just stay with ebook, or if you want to go with no books but just white papers, I don't know yet. So next week I will ask some opinions from you, and then we do some quick vote and then decide which direction we go. Okay, finally, let me explain about some details about my plan. And as I wrote in the syllabus, this plan is very tentative, and it can be changed according to the course progress. But this is my plan anyway, initial idea. And this is week 1 and the class 1 basically I will introduce the course and that's it, I think. And then Tuesday, oh no, sorry, Thursday, we will have a standard test. And what is standard test? You will be informed when you come to the Thursday class. But uh, it basically measure how what is your listening ability, what is your mixing ability, what is your sound engineering ability for now. And then at the end of your semester, I will do the same test again, which can show that how much you have been improved. It's not, you know, uh, it's not part of testing process or an actual grading test procedure. It's just for me. It's just for my reference that how much you have been increased. To know that kind of increasement, I'm doing this kind of test every time. So next class Thursday, we will do one simple standard test, and that's gonna be it. Week 2, Pro Tools 1, ear training introduction, and then we cover some acoustics. Week 3, we will have a microphones. And microphone is the core topic for the audio engineering courses. So I think you should come to these lectures. And I will make some group tour to replace a class for the week 13. Week 13, there will be no class. And then either week 3 or week 4, I arrange studio tour so that you can, watch the facilities and the rooms for audio productions. Week 4, basic electronics, cable, and we have a test 1. Week 5, we have overdubbing and routing. Week 6, I will teach about digital audio. Week 7, digital audio 2, and it basically deals with the networked audio, and we will do some networking, how the modern network is assisting audio. And test 2. Week 8, we're going into the stereo, and I will explain about stereo microphone technique. Week 9, since we learned about stereo microphone techniques, we will use it and we will do some actual recording. And week 10, we will do some mixing of the recorded project that we have done in week 9, and then we listen and just criticize other students' mixing, which I call it listening party. We listen and criticize others' work. Week 11, I will teach about plugins, EQ, reverb, and then we do some mixing with given plugins. Week 12 is going to be a little bit advanced topics, automation, and then how to use virtual instrument to make the your music sound better. Week 13, as I told you, there's no class. I have another conference to attend, so class will be replaced by a group studio tour, which will happen in week 3 or 4. Week 14, before Thanksgiving, you have a test 3. In week 15, we have a stereo reproduction versus headphone listening comparison. So basically, we will evaluate what is the big differences between a headphone listening versus a loudspeaker reproduction. and then we will do another standard test. So this is post-test. So by comparison the first standard test with the second standard test, I will be able to see how much improvement you have been made through these courses. This is important test. Well, again, although it's written as a test, I'm not, actually account the score of this standard test into your grade. This is just for my reference. And week 16, according to the RIT schedule, there's only one class on 9th, but I will have another class on 11th, which is a reading day, to make up a class that I missed for the conferences. And 11th, actually, we will take the final test, which is test 4 on hands exam. If everybody doesn't like this idea, I will do the final test. I will do this test 4 on the scheduled final exam slot. But if everybody is okay with it, we will do final test, which is test 4 on 11th of December, and then class will be done. And after this final week, we will wrap around by introducing a sound system and normalization and level matching. And don't forget that ear training will be conducted in every classes. So if we miss one class, there's a chance that you will miss your work, and automatically you will lose some point for attendance. Any question? If you have any question, please send email to this address. And although I'm in Europe now, I may be able to get your email and then respond right away. So if you have any question, please send it to me so that I can see and respond to you. And finally, I will show you one video, and the goal of this class, this course, is to make you an engineer like below video. So if you see this video, you will see what is the wannabe of through this course. So enjoy the video, and again, don't forget to bring the earphone or headphone, and we will meet again Thursday for sure. Although I can't be in Thursday, but Carrie Ann will do some standard test with you on this Thursday. So let me repeat: bring the earphone or headphone on this Thursday, and please participate in the listening test or standard test, which evaluating your current listening ability. Okay, the standard test is gonna be the main topic for next week. So you will learn how to use the hardware, and then you will learn how to conduct a standard test. Okay, thank you very much, and have a good day. And first, enjoy the video. Bye.